Hello YouTubers, welcome back to GQ Auto Diagnostics and Repair, where my job is to save you money. Today I'm working on a 2009 Toyota Corolla 4-cylinder 1.8 automatic front wheel drive, and I'm going to show you how to replace one of the engine mounts. It's going to be on the passenger side front. So I will start with the video. You're going to need a 14 millimeter socket, a 14 millimeter ratchet extension. So a couple things to remove this. The reason I'm going to remove this is because here that engine mount, as you can probably see there, it is collapsed. Okay, right here it's touching metal to metal, so that's what created the vibration from the engine. Is going to transfer to the body of the vehicle, so that's it. So it's a 14 millimeter here on top. You're gonna have two 14 millimeter nuts here on the bottom. What I did, I put this wrench over here underneath. It's gonna stay by itself. And when with a breaker bar, I put it and I break it loose. I did that for the front and the one in the back. Okay, or you can save all that if you want to lift the vehicle underneath and put an extension all the way from the bottom to the top with a ratchet, an extension in the socket, deep socket. You can do that too. I didn't want it to do that, so I'm just showing you what I did and how I did it. I hope that helps. Okay, so now let me place the camera here so hopefully you guys can see. What I'm going to do first, I'm going to break loose those bolts. Okay, so right here, it's the one right here. One. Two. And it's one more, it goes here on the angle. Okay, so I want to remove one. That weren't too bad. Not at all, actually. I'm going to use this, put it here. And I already loose up those two nuts here that I already talked to you about. Okay, so I'm gonna remove those. Let's see if I can use both hands, so that way I can remove both at the same time and speed up the process. The next thing after you do this, before you remove this bolt, you need to put a floor jack right there by the oil pan and support the engine. Then make sure you put on top of the floor jack a piece of wood, so that way you don't crash the oil pan. Always protect that. Okay, there are the two nuts right here. That's the SAM. So right now already the oil pan, the engine is supported. So we are going to start removing everything else. Okay, and for the next part, because I have a little bit of time crunch here, I'm going to use my air gun. If you don't have one of this, I'm sorry, nothing I can do about it. Please follow along. Doesn't matter if you have this kind of tool or not, because you don't probably need it. Only if you want to be a little bit faster, that's when this kind of tool come into play. I mean, all right. So now the reason you want to support the engine, because when you remove the last bolt, the weight of the engine, you don't want to damage your threads. So you can see it moved down a little bit, but just a hair. There you go. Got something to work on this weekend. Gotta fix that air leak. Now, there you go. The next thing, what I'm going to do here, we want to remove this little 10 millimeter bolt, or nut. I mean, that was the nut. So that way we can just let's see what's going on here. We can be able to move a little bit more this line. So make sure you don't try to force it, because other way we can create a leak in the AC system. Okay, so this is loose. And now the liquid line is kind of on the way. but no problem. I think we can work around it. There you go. There you go. That's how you remove this. See that? It's broken. So that's why this part and this, you can see right there, the mark is collapsed, and that vibration transferred to the engine, to the body of the vehicle. That's what I meant. Okay, so I'm gonna remove that. Now we're gonna use a new engine mount, and this is the part number that I'm using. My friends for AutoZone. Again, you know, they're very kind to bring stuff to me and to, you know, give me the best price that they can possibly can, so that way I can pass the discount to my customers, so that way they can afford to fix the vehicle and I can have a job. Okay, it's not about how much money I'm, you know, need to make all the money. Just want to make sure the customers are able to save money, and I can be able to have a job constantly. That's great. Thank you, guys. Anyhow, there we go. Let's see. Okay, to me, this one, usually this one, right there, that bolt over there, for some reason, a lot of times it's kind of challenging to line up. So just be mindful of that. It's not like you're doing something wrong, but for whatever reason, that freaking I'm sorry about that. That thing is a challenging. But anyhow, usually everything else is good. It's like, okay, cool, let's do it. All right, so I'm going to stop the camera because I have to move a little bit. I don't want the camera to get damaged. And like that, I think you guys can put this this engine mount together. You guys are able to, you know, just to put everything in reverse order. Let's see, let me put those two here first. Perfect, started by hand. Now let's do the same thing with this one. Make sure it's just going nice and smooth. Okay, that's always the best way. Alright guys, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave in the section down below. I will do my best to reply to you as soon as I can. But as usual, as always, hey, do your best, forget the rest. God bless, and I will see you in the next video. Later.